So here I'm going to show you the basics of using watercolors. The first thing I want to do is do 3 dots of the primary colors, so yellow, red and blue, and a nice uniform dot on my page. So I need to make sure my brush is nice and wet and really activate my palette with water. If it hasn't been used in a while, it can be a little bit dry and takes a little bit of activating. Here I'm going to show you how 2 colors blend together. So I'm putting a little bit of blue and a bit of yellow, and I'm going to let them mingle together in the middle. I'll just pull them really gently to get them to mix in the middle to make some green. Here I've put too much water. If you need too much water, you can just wipe it with a paper towel. Same if your brush is too wet, do wipe it with a paper towel in between application to make sure you've got the right amount of water on there. So here we go. Next I want to do a gradient. So I'm going to start with a strong red and then rinse my brush completely and pull it down with my wet brush, and I've got a gradient on here. You can see it goes from dark to light of the same color. The last experiment I want to do is a little patch of watercolor and then coming back in the wet watercolor with different colors on top of it. So here I'm going to drop it a bit of red and kind of mix it together and just push it around, and a little bit of blue, and then stretch it and push it and just see what happens as the colors mix together. Once you've finished your little experiment, just write down on there what you've done. So here I'm writing watercolor experiments. So if I refer to it later on, I can remember what I've done on there. So now I've got these experiments, I'm just going to start putting watercolors on my main drawing, using some of the techniques we've just worked about on here. So here I'm starting to put some blue, starting putting a little bit of yellow into it. Then red and stretching the red down. I'm gonna start with the background and then do the face, because I really want to make sure that my face stands out a little bit on there. So for the face I'm choosing a pale orange, kind of making it kind of vaguely a skin color on there. So I'm working in wet and just dropping different colors in there. Then I'm just coming back and adding some details, decided to color some areas in different ways to make it stand out a little bit better. Okay, so here I've done just a little bit more black pen, and I think I've got a watercolor painting of my kind of doodly line character on here.